What's up guys, it's me Dragon over here. Welcome back to another video. In this video I'll be doing a part 2 of Project T mod. Since this mod received a lot of views on my last video, linked in the description, I'll be explaining part 2 of this mod. So last episode we discussed the gem armor. Gem armor is the strongest armor in this mod, followed by the strongest weapon, the red Qatar. It has a special ability that clears everything in its path and does a lot of damage. Let's go to my test subject over here. See, it does no damage. Like I can just kill everything in an aura with this thing. Okay. The red morning star is like more of a mining weapon, right? So that's the red morning star. And with this armor you gain creative flight, so it's very good. So back onto the video. So our first item that we have here is called Divining Rod Low, crafted by 8 low covalence dust and a stick that we learned in the last video. Basically scans around this 27 blocks for any high amount of EMC. Like this is very useful for mining and everything. Mining and all. Medium version is made by medium covalence dust and the stick. This has two modes, the 16 by 3 by 3 and 3 by 3. 16 is like medium because it does more, right? Scans more, so it's better. Next up is high covalence, high Divining Rod High, made by high covalence dust and entity and the sticks. Like this has a radius of 64 by 3 by 3 by if you change the mode. So it's really good for mining and everything. The next item is the alchemical bag. You can get it by any wool, high covalence dust, alchemical chest that we learned in the last video over there. Basically this gives you a large storage and it's like an ender chest, like portable ender chest. Very useful to store items in case you need it for PvP. Now this is the MK2 of energy condenser, which is made by dark matter and red matter. You might be like, why you need an MK2? See, in an MK2, right, it is instantly destroys these stacks. But if you head to MK1 over here, see how much time it takes to finish one stack. So like this thing can be a lot more efficient when it comes to EMC farms and all that. Next up is the repair talisman. Let me put this on, let me go to survival real quick. Repair talisman repairs your tools if it's in your inventory. So if you take cactus, see this. You see the let's see. You can see, right? The durability is going up, which means this repair talisman is working and actually repairing our tools. 1 durability a second. Our next item is called iron band, lava bucket followed by 8 iron. It will be useful to craft these later on good items. Next up is a black hole band. It's basically like a magnet, Suppose you have dirt and you're too lazy to pick it up. This will basically suck it in for you and can be used on a pedestal. I'll show the pedestal there. Next up is the Archangel Smite. For Archangel Smite, it requires alternative fuel for it to perform because it's an offensive weapon. Test subject. Because arrows don't do a lot of damage, but they have aim assist and you can technically spam it. Aim assist arrows do 1/4 of the damage they're meant to do. And if you left click with it, it shoots a shotgun of arrows. And if you hit your shots with this, right, and if it does not aim assist, it will do a massive damage. But if it aim assist, these shots will do 1/4 of the damage. Just to prove it to you, let's take a look at this. Do you see any damage difference? Aim assist, actually hitting. This is like a huge damage difference. Unless you want to be that annoying guy in a PvP fight, I don't see this being useful. So this is the Archangel Smite. Let me just put it back. Our next item is called the Harvest Goddess Band. I don't know where did I put mine. It's gone, I guess. So here. Now this thing accelerates plant growth nearby. I can prove it to show it to you there. So until then I'll keep it away. It's crafted by iron band, poppy, dark matter and any sapling. Next up is called the ignition ring. put it on a pedestal, basically makes mobs in a 5 by 5 radius set on fire. Activates every 2 seconds. 4 flint and steel, 2 dark matter, iron band, 2 Mobius fuels. Next up is called Zero Ring. I don't want to keep it right now. It's made of 4 snow blocks, 2 snow, 2 dark matters, followed by an iron band. This is what it does. Let me get some. It just snow. It does not slow down enemy. It just freezes surroundings. And like if the entities are on fire, just removes the fire. That's all this thing does. Pretty trash. The next item is called Fool's Ring. This is a very good item in my opinion, because even if you're not having creative flight, see right, we can still fly because we're not having the armor survival mode because of this thing. And also, you see right, this thing like pushes away mobs. Like mobs can't come near me, not even projectiles. The archangels might homing arrows, aim assist arrows, can't come near me with this thing. Now that this is done, let me head back to creative mode. So this is a very useful item, right? It just makes no possible arrows or anything to attack you unless it's like an explosive shot, and it makes no entities come near you. I do not know if this works on players. The next item is called Watch of Flowing Time. You can see the sun, right? Fast forward. You can see sun is going faster down. Rewind. It's going back. Like if you put this on a pedestal, it increases the speed of everything nearby, so you can enhance your EMC growth by a lot. Our next item is called Gem of Internal Destiny. If I activate this by shift right clicking, it will take away every single useless item and convert into iron or whatever I want. Gold, diamond, dark matter, or even red matter. Okay, it can work in a condensation. Now this is called the Void Ring, made by the Gem of Internal Darkness and the Black Hole Band. The Void Ring basically does the same thing. It condenses down and sucks up near stuff. And if you use its ability, it just gives you teleport. You can just teleport around, you know. If you use a special ability of it. There's a key for it. Where did I drop it? I don't know. So the Void Ring, right? If you use its ability, right, it just teleports you. It sucks up nearby items and condenses the items as well. So it can be useful for some automatic farms. Our next item is a combination of Sweet Wolf Ring, Zero, Ignition, and Harvest Goddess Band, followed by Red Matter that we learned in the last video, to get, what is this thing called? Ring of Arcana. Like this is the first mode. Second mode. Third mode puts everything basically. Fourth mode, Swag. It's called Swarg. It gives you flight and blocks the entities. This freezes stuff. This puts stuff on fire. This increases plant growth, and this is just buff. Lag. Okay. Next item is called the Body Stone. It restores hunger every 0.5 seconds on a pedestal. It's crafted by 6 sugars, 2 red matters, and 1 lapis. Soul Stone reveals half a heart of a player's health every 0.5 seconds. So this is equivalent to what? 1 heart a second healing per. So it takes 6 glowstone, 2 red matter, and 1 lapis. It's called Mind Stone. Sucks XP into the Mind Stone. Like it will store XP so that you don't have to be there. 6 books, red matter, and lapis. Combination of Body Stone and Soul Stone gives a Life Stone. It half a heart and shrink every 25 seconds. Restore health and hunger. So this, right, heals you 2 HP a second. This is called the Volcanic Amulet. Currently, where does it go? Hold up. I found it. These both. This is the Volcanic Amulet and it's the everyday Almirate. They both fire a projectile, but it's so trash, I don't even want to use it. Like, one just shoots water balls, and if it lands, it'll just create water. And this one creates fireballs that creates lava. It can be good for terrorizing your enemy's base, but like otherwise I don't see the point. Now you see the pedestal that I'm actually talking about. Red matter and dark matter blocks that can be made by 4 dark matter. 4 dark matter and red matter block can be made by 4 red matter. Anyways, now this thing stops rain, this thing creates rain, and like does nothing else. This thing, right, if I activate, it should start shooting arrows at this thing. See, now it's out of the radius. This is the radius. Now this one just creates a snow of everything. This one sets thing on fire. Malekith is immune to fire, so let me get a zombie or something. Creeper. You can see it's set on fire. Now if I go to survival, right, you can see my health is low, right, from this thing. I'm healing health, as you can see. Now this item just stores XP, so like let me just get some XP bottles. But I forgot to activate it. It just, and this is the internal darkness. Like, you can just put random stuff in it and just condense it all. Let me just change it to red matter. Like, it'll just take up the items and condense it into red matter. This thing stores EMC. Like, how do I get it back? I don't know. Then you can just take the EMC like this until it has 0. Next up is this thing I've showed you already. Lifestone is basically healing, but lot better, and hunger as well. Like, nom nom nom. You can see what that does. Now for our next item, it's called Mercury Eye. It requires a Kellen star to work. Like, I can use like any Kellen star at the moment, but like Kellen stars will learn later, and this thing is like near useless unless you want to convert an item to another block, so it's pretty trash. Now here's the fun stuff. TNT and Mobius fuel creates Nova catalyst. I need a flint steel. So guys, this is a Nova catalyst. This is the explosion size of that, and this thing does no damage, so don't try to blow up your friends with it. And this is the proof that it does no damage. So I'm gonna head out and to get the other TNT. Nova catalysm is basically Nova catalyst, but like big. Let me go a bit further, right, because it's a lot bigger explosion. You can see the difference, right, between that and this. And if I just plant another one right here, so our next thing is called the destruction catalyst. It's crafted like this. 4 Nova catalysm, 4 Mobius fuel, followed by flint and steel. It's like a mining tool, you know. Our next item is called hyperkinetic lens. 6 diamonds, 2 dark matter, and 1 Nova catalyst. It basically shoots Nova catalyst. Next is cataclinic lens, made by 7 dark matter and the last 2 items. It's basically the last 2 items, but insane. It's basically destructive catalyst, but longer. You can see the difference, right? It's like 1/4 of the size. So those are the three things, and I'll start with the next one. I don't like it as much as the nuke, like spamming bombs, but like it is what it is. So our next few items is called energy collector M1 and 2. This thing produces EMC and this stores EMC to be put in a chest. So this is how the energy collector MK1 is. You need 6 glowstone, a furnace, diamond block, glass. For a antimatter relay, you need 7 obsidian, diamond block, and a glass. For the level 2 version, you need the level 1 MK1 glowstone, dark matter, obsidian, dark matter. Now for the level 3, you need the level 2 obsidian, red matter, glowstone, red matter. Now this is the maxed out level power flower. So the idea over here is that these relays are connected to all of these antimatter collectors, right? And all of those give their EMC into the relays. Because the relay has a higher EMC output and a higher storage, it pumps it into the chest, and that gives us a lot of stuff, depending on what item you want. I use an MK2 one because it's just better than MK1. Basically, you put the item, it will store up EMC and just send it in. Now this is the most annoying thing. This is the Kelvin star in, right? 9 Mobius fuel and a diamond block. This is Kelvin star's way, made by 4 Kelvin star in. This is 4 Kelvin star's way makes 1 Kelvin star dry. 4 Kelvin star dries make 1 Kelvin star wear. 4 Kelvin star wear, 1 Kelvin star sphere. 4 Kelvin star sphere, Kelvin star omega. Now all these Kelvin stars are used for one thing. So after you craft this, right, in a transmutation table, in a dark matter blocks, these aren't dark matter, I realized, so let me just get dark matter. Anyways, the transmutational tablet or table, all you have to do is take the star and put it here. It will consume a EMC and it will store EMC. This can also be used for the Archangel Smite instead of fuel. Like this, depending on the level, it can store more. Next up is, what do I say? Furnace, dark matter blocks, dark matter furnace. So let's just get some iron or something. Iron ore. Let me just get a stack. See, this thing smelts, right? You can see, right, it gives double. And this red matter is basically dark matter furnace with 3 red matter blocks. This gives us 64 and this is still smelting. This gives us 48 for, I gave it 32 and this give me 48 and this give me 64. So you get double resources from this, you get 50% more resources from this. Now for the final item to end of this video is the incandescent torch. Okay, so guys, the incandescent torch is crafted by 3 diamonds, philosopher's stone, redstone torch, glowstone. Basically I've already set it up. What it does is like a mob protection area, like no mob can come near you if like any torch is aligned like this in a 4x4. Like literally nothing can come near me even if I went into survival. So that's the incandescent torch, the last of this thing. So I'd like to conclude the video. So bye.